This series is a series where we contrast Sun Tzu's definitions of words with our normal vocabulary. This is one way it makes it harder to read The Art of War or understand what Sun Tzu is saying, because we assume that he used his words like we would. It is surprising to know just how specific and consistent he used his words. In this first video, we explore the differences between the following: strategy, fight, battle, conflict, attack, and competition. All these definitions are according to the standards set by SOSI, the Science of Strategy Institute. Strategy in our language is somewhat complex and hard to define. The basic idea of strategy, though, would be to achieve a certain result, or as in Greek, which we originally got the word strategy from, would be the thinking of a general. In our language, we can use strategy to help us make better decisions, by certain thinking. Well, Sun Tzu defines strategy as, and some of our definition of strategy actually fits into Sun Tzu's definition. He first says that strategy is a set of rules for making decisions about whatever situation arises. This means that when we are trained in Sun Tzu's approach to strategy, we are trained on rules based on his principles to help us out, even in absolute chaos, by seeing opportunities in our problems or situations. Secondly, strategy is a method of making decisions affecting our external positioning rather than our internal operations. All that means is that in strategy, we make decisions that improve others' perception of us and our relationships with others. When making friends, strategy helps us develop new friends, while planning helps us satisfy our friendship with those we already know and that know us. Third of all, strategy is a system for making decisions about conditions to advance our relative positions. During a soccer or football game, there are numerous situations, changes, surprises that make chaos. Strategy helps us make good decisions despite all of that. Now, attack, battle, fight, and competition kind of mean the idea of conflict in our language. So I'm basically bundling these words together, sort of. Think of the times you might have used or heard these words or have read them in books, like the Bible. Well, Sun Tzu said that all these words were different, and only conflict is strategically bad. So let's start with that one. Basically, conflict is bad because it takes way more effort to achieve our goals or fill opportunities by getting in a conflict. It's like the teacher who keeps nagging at the sleeping kid in class to wake up, and then him argue and cop an attitude, getting them and the teacher mad, dragging all of that out more than it has to. An attack is simply a movement out of our territory into a new one, like when we walk out the door, or say hi to someone we haven't met yet, or first get to a party. A battle is basically when two or more people competing meet. For example, when it's Coffee versus Atco, or Atco versus anybody in football or soccer, it is a battle because we are comparing the two teams, and only one will win. When selling something, the customer will make their mind one way or the other on which brand of cereal they might buy. Everybody has their preferences. A fight is when you put your resources to overcome challenges. For example, I wrote a script before putting this video up because I had no idea what to say on the fly. So I used my time, my energy, skill, etc. into writing a script. Yeah, it could be better, but I can only know how if people tell me and help me. And then finally, competition is choosing between different positions to take, which opportunities to fill, and being compared to others. In a club at school, we decide what mission we want to support, what our goals are. We can also choose to do a car wash or sell chicken dinners. And finally, every person who can support our club has the choice between us or the other clubs. Thank you.